Well, guys, I don't know. I'm getting to the point with this THC Delta not a 10 and the lack of me being able, and let me move that up a little bit, the lack of me being able to energize my mind. And I'm working on that. I am low on income, and I think I messed up sending cash to the bank. So somebody, kind of like I said, I believe that if somebody took my $25 that I was going to deposit, they needed it. That's the way I see it. Now, let me explain what I do. And I got a hot dog. Let me eat this hot dog. Ballpark. I'm serious. Man, I've eaten hot dogs all my life. The best hot dog I ever ate probably was Green's hot dog here in Charlotte. What made it good was not the actual hot dog, homemade chili, and it was outstanding. I don't eat hot dogs that are ground up crap. I do real Angus. Now, I want to talk about something. Queen Dak is pissed at me. That's okay. She'll get over it. Like I said, sometime next month, I'll get a PM from her, a personal message, and it'll say, Bobby. Now, let me tell you what I do. I hopped into Emmy's room, and they ignore tips in their room, and that pisses me off. It just makes me angry. I left her room. Now, it is kind of like I said, Brittany did not have to knight me again and make me a room monitor. She didn't have to. Okay. And she did, and I was very thankful for it. Because like I said, when we first met, we had a rocky relationship. As member, it's kind of like my relationship with Anastasia Beyond, Angie Daniels. Same thing. Except Angie just closed the door. Bam. Screw you. But with her, I want her to know that I'm devoted to her completely. She's my main lady, period. When she comes on, she takes priority over everybody. Everybody. Now, I think I don't know. Queen Dak, I don't know. Like I said, guys, I'm not doing well now. And it's bizarre. My stomach was just fine. I cut my hair. And look at the back of it here. I don't know. How's the back look? I got to go downstairs in a minute and check the mail and see what I got. Now, the good news, it's going to take about a month or longer, but I'm going to get partials for my molars that were pulled out. I'll use those to eat, and I can eat pretty much. By the way, I've learned how to be able to do it, and I really have. Now, my stomach is starting up again. Now, I'm going to talk to Dr. Ross, a primary doctor, surely knows of a way to coat my stomach. That's what I need, is to coat it. Okay. And this fake nurse, I have not a clue who she is. I called Atrium twice and asked who she was, and nobody knew. Now, it's kind of bizarre, it really is, that I really try hard to connect with the model. I did connect to Amy Pride, and I was very emotional when she was hurt. Because I came back and she said, "You're not going to be my knight. Because you left me." And I understood her. I did. I understood her. And I miss my models. You get into a relationship with them and you love them as a really good friend, somebody that cares about you and you care about them. It is not sexual. It really isn't. Now, Queen Dak during our sessions, it's sexual. Most definitely sexual. But, when it comes down to a young girl and I'm 70, the only thing I think of is the fact of what I was like when I was 20. Yeah, I do. But she says, "You're so kind to me." Yes, I'm kind to you, girl. I'm your first night. Yeah. Let me look at this. I go down here. And I'm at the very first. Here I am right here at the very first. And then everybody else follows. Man, these guys are going to catch up with me at level 87. They're spending money like crazy. One guy is he locked his at 80. I could do that, but I never did. You can lock it at 80 and it doesn't make you look intimidating when you go into the room. This guy's already at level 80. Like I said, I'm going to try to find me a job, and I really am going to find a job. But the relationship that I have with models, there's no age there. There's really not. Now, the site did piss me off, and they knew it, and I fought for her. I told the site straight up again, if you want, I'll just go to Chatterbait. She's still on Chatterbait. Because they took her off. I went and her account was disabled. So I'm going to finish this right now, eat my hot dog. And, kind of like I said, I've got enough money to have my clothes washed tomorrow. My aide will be coming in. So that's pretty much it. I need to run downstairs in a little bit and check the mail. And I'm going to get me some fans. And that'll help cool this down a little bit. I tell all people, if you're a knight for a model and she makes you a first knight and the others follow in her profile, she likes for me. And like I said, a model likes for a strong member to be in her room because it gives her the freedom to relax and do her show. And that's what I kept trying to tell Anastasia beyond. She doesn't understand what a night room monitor is. A night room monitor is for the people in the room and to her. Their job is to always look and see what's going on in the room. Right now she's sitting at 5 people with tokens. Not bad. That's not bad. We got a slew of Gray League people in here that basically just like to see free shows, and they do. I tell all, nights, room monitors on Strip Chat, find the model that stands out the most for you. Find the model that's the sweetest to you. And sends you personal messages, which Alice does not. So I'm going to end this vlog to say that I'm just a guy that hope his stomach gets better. And Queen Dak and I may be parting ways. I don't know. Subscribe, guys. I hope one day to be like Offended Outcast. I want to get up there to 150,000 subscribers. I want to be able to buy me a Tesla. I changed my mind about the Corvette. Wait a minute. Let me think about that one. Let's just say I get the Tesla because it drives itself. It really does. Alrighty, guys. I love each and every one of you. And I'm looking at Olivia Rodrigo. I love her. I adore her. take a moment to not be stuck in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Open your mind to all music. I open my mind to all music because it's out there. And thank you so much for listening to my vlogs, even though one or two people do. And I love one model, and that's Brittany, and she has priority over all models on the site. And I am a stupid, damn maskless man. And hopefully my health will improve. And I do. And like I said, she is so cute. Brittany's, the first time I saw her, I thought, damn, you're cute and beautiful. And I fell in love with her. And to my people that don't live in the United States, you know, Brittany's looking forward to coming to the States, and a lot of people do. I know a whole family that moved from Ukraine just to come here. The band, I forgot their names now, that moved to Germany. So, you know, I'm just an old man that's trying to get his health back. You know, and I appreciate Medicaid. And let me tell you something, guys. The reason why I have Medicaid. Now, I like to be like a fitted outcast and become rich. That would be nice. Yeah, it would. I like to have 2 acres of land, be able to walk down this road by myself, listening to the birds and looking at the trees, looking at God's nature. Wouldn't that be amazing? I live in a concrete jungle out here. We got trees, but all I see is the skyline of uptown Charlotte. And uptown Charlotte got its name, Harvey Gantt, a fantastic mayor in Charlotte that did such great things. Look him up on YouTube. He's a great man, Harvey Gantt. Peace.